Greetings and salutations, this is Jason Silverain, and today I'll be just going over the Phantom Thief Silvercat, also known as Catgirl on Steam. Now this is another one of SakuraGame's releases, and this was released in August 2017. This was a gift. Thank you whoever sent me this, you know who you are, for slowly eroding my dignity and dooming my Steam store page even further. Now, this is available in Chinese and English, and will have trading cards once the game has sold enough copies. Now, the Phantom Thief Silvercat is typical of Sakura Games. This one is a full-on visual novel, though it only really just catches the visual novel genre by having a handful of selections. So it's not quite a kinetic novel, which it's got that going for it, but it is completely unashamed of what it is. This is basically an erotica game, and the only reason it's on Steam is because of the censorship in the CG. I mean, you don't even have to play the story. If you really want to, you can go straight to the gallery, and as you can see, there's lots of just outright goofy censorship, but yeah, do I really have to say any more? This is pretty much very reminiscent of those. Every time I go back to the menu, yes, it's very reminiscent of those 1990s visual novel DOS games. So the only ones we sort of got in Europe were the more adult ones, shall we say? I do like the tagline though, and I do feel like it's a bit of a wasted opportunity. The character design is actually rather nice when she's clothed, let me say that. I've played a little bit and had a flick through the scenes just to make sure the English is not as terrible as some of the other Sakura games, but it's still not great. I'm going to play through the beginning part of the game before we hit any of the more risque content, just to show you what I mean. And if anyone wanted to just not even bother, you can either just go to the gallery or go from the scene wherever you want. But let's start. Now, the artwork, you can see the backgrounds are rather nice. I don't know if these are stock images taken from somewhere, but it's actually pretty good quality, and I really like the UI. This is all done in Renpy, by the way. And I love how this is looks like a little cat thing. I don't know why they didn't just take the character design and actually make a proper story out of it, because it's kind of interesting. Instead, what we get is going to be summarised by Henry. Take it away.
Ginka, the beautiful officer, is on the local SWAT team by day. But at night, she becomes the Silvercat. And with incredible agility, unbelievable sensitivity and amazing ability, she roams the city like Batman. Accidentally, she was informed that the famous gem Emerald Queen was stolen. In order to get it back, she blended into the infamous Kurobara's mansion. But to her surprise, she got trapped by a notorious SM dominatrix who's crazy about whipping, bondage, shocking and wax stripping. What will Ginka's fate be? Catgirl is an average with an incredible storyline and voiceover throughout all game for main characters. Besides over 100,000 word script, the game also has different choices, which will lead to numerous endings.
Okay, thank you very much for that, by the way, Henry. Now, just to clear up, when he said average there, it means AVG. Adult Visual Game. But the endings, there's 3 different endings. Only one of them is a good ending. 2 of them are bad endings. And the script, well, let's just say it gets a bit wordy. Ooh, okay, I didn't realise clicking on the top bar would actually full screen that. It didn't in the past, last time I tried it. And it's a little shonky, as I said in the... Yeah. There is an English officer babyish on his face, in the paddy wagon shouting at the wireless radio. Oh, jeez. Some of this is just... It's better than the straight Google translation they did last time, but... Oh... Buzz buzz for the sirens. No, those sirens aren't buzzing. Oh, I should point out, if any of this goes too quickly, you can always read back with this, which is possibly my least liked version of being able to review previous conversation pieces. You can outright skip here, or you can click the A for a automatic. For those who want a hands-free experience. Now, what I don't get is, we get the character introduction here. Oh yeah, there's a couple of typos here and there. Bonus points for anyone who goes along and actually, gives us a figure of just how many there are. I swear saliva a few moments ago was spelt wrong. So yeah, there's just a little something I find off here. The police are coming to this mansion because they've had a call, and there's seemingly no one in the mansion, so it's possibly a automatic alarm. Though from my own personal experiences, the police usually don't investigate those. Those are usually done by a private company. It's quite a fast pace for the automatic speed. Good job on a fast reader. I have just noticed there's no music here. I did quite like the theme song at the start. It's kind of jazzy, and I do like that. But this whole section is just seemingly no sound. Though it's supposed to be a quiet, creepy mansion, so I sort of get that. Might be a design choice not to have any music here. What? That last sentence made no sense. Not a bad sound effect for a gun sound effect, but crack? Why was there was no no reason to have that word there? The sound effect would have been enough. Like that. What the officer sees is no, he doesn't see Zoidberg. Oh yes. All the main characters are voiced, so that's a nice touch. As you can see, it's your typical cat burglar. Looks very much like Catgirl for the most part, though I do find the little headset thing adorable. Apparently that's it goes a little solid snake, where this thing here actually apparently vibrates into your inner ear so you can communicate, and these are all sensors, and that's heat, night vision, and then you've got your typical, well, utility belt, for lack of a better word. The tail, I honestly cannot think of any reason why that's on the suit, other than she thought it was cute, and to be fair, that's actually rather in character for this character, with a very brief time you get to actually learn about her. And that amulet, why is it glowing? Surely he's sort of a thief. Why would you have luminous bits on you? Also, why is she just stood here? You could hear the police coming a mile away. And that window's open over there. She could have taken what she wanted and left by now. Oh yeah, and we just have to focus on how shapely she is, even though we've got a picture of her right there. Oh yes, in the under the moonlight, that shadow, everyone pervs on it. Now, the main reason I honestly think that they went with the adult side of this is, first of all, it's relatively easy to write. You don't have to have a plot that's too in-depth, just lots of adult descriptions, which, let's be fair, you could probably go online, Google them, and copy-paste. they can focus more on single static images rather than having to make lots of different character images like this. So it saves the artist time. And again, background, very nice. I actually do like that. I wonder if SakuraGame would be willing to chuck out these backgrounds to the community who want to make visual novels for Renpy, because these are good. I think I'd actually quite enjoy this even without the English if it wasn't an adult-based game and had like more of a plot focus towards theft and yeah. Though I really want to fight against you, I get the thing I want. Don't mean you've got the thing you want. And why would you want to fight against them? What I don't get is the description on the store page doesn't quite match the game. The game, she's sort of a heiress to a well-off family. So she's literally Bruce Wayne. Well, not literally. She's basically a equivalent of Bruce Wayne, rich with active knife life. There we go. And then her theme tune comes on. Like, why would you draw guns on her if you were just going to grab her? Surely you'd go for tasers or sort of pepper spray. I do apologise for yawning a few times during this. Just the over-the-top descriptions. And why is everything in square brackets? Surely that'd absolutely destroy her vision as well, since she's wearing night vision goggles. I don't know if anyone's ever seen a video of what happens when you've got night vision on and a flashbang goes in front of you, but it's painful. But this whole character's motto seems to be repay evil with evil, repay robbery with robbery, and she mostly just targets people who obtained artifacts and jewellery and various odds and ends illegally, sort of like they're stolen from a auction, from a art museum and then put on auction, or just kept for their own private use. And she kind of hunts them down and even takes requests and steals things back. So it never quite explains what she does with the things she steals. I mean, I think they're donated to a museum. Gems, I'll take it if I may, meow, and yeah. I guess she focuses on gemstones if that's the card she leaves every time. And with that, I think you've seen enough of the English to get the basic idea. This feels like wasted potential. If you're into the kinks that's in this game, then I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But as for me, I think I'm going to get my refund on this one. Thank you very much for the gift. I'm expecting more people to send me this kind of thing in the future, and I dread to see my Steam store page. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.